Well, hey everybody, welcome back to Vlogmas. Today is Wednesday and we have just gotten back from doing school, different things for school, and now we are back home. I actually took my banjo to Abram's school today and played, so that was really fun. And now we're back home and it is December 6th and we still have Christmas bins out. And I don't know, I'm sure I'm not the only one that's not completely finished with their decorating, but it just feels like it needs to be done today. It feels like decor needs to be done. It feels like the bins need to go away. So I'm gonna set our timer for 1 hour. I really just wanna have the evening to do the things we want to do and just to rest. I need to edit a little bit. Also the thrift haul, which I think you will have seen by now. I didn't actually film the haul, so I need to do that. So yeah, we're gonna do that and then I'll get some supper going in a little bit. All right, so like I said, I decided to set the timer for 1 hour. I really like this time timer because it is helpful for me, but it's also a good visual for the kids. So I actually started out with all of the after school things. So the book bags, the lunch boxes, the water bottles. Recently, I got a new book bag for Abram from a yard sale. So I told him that we had to, declutter and do one in, one out. So I took a load of things to their room and then came back with the miscellaneous things that needed to go to holiday storage, to the shed, different places. We always love cleaning with music in our house. And of course, sometimes you just need a dance party every once in a while. I returned this train to the bottom of the Christmas tree. The kids had been playing with it. And then I started peeking in the bins and evaluating, is there anything else here that I want to use, or do I really feel like we are complete here? These curtains used to be in the kids' room. I don't have a need for them anymore, so they're going in donation. And then these various things are going to get put different places. And if you clean long enough, even if it's cold outside, you're going to work up a sweat. So I turned the fan on and I started to unload the dishwasher. I mentioned before many times that I kind of unload the dishwasher in zones, and that really helps me to be efficient and to conserve energy. So I just get everything that's on this side of the kitchen. I do any glassware, my baking pans, my silverware, and then I moved over to the banquette. So a few days ago, I did a big clean of the banquette and I went through everything, and I can link that video. It's part of my Vlogmas. But I talked about how I needed just that regular maintenance. And so really what I'm doing here is not the big clean, it's just the regular maintenance that I've been missing. So then I decided I needed to put away some seasonal things. So I had some cupcake liners that were like Halloween related. Those can go in my bin with my fall decor. I don't need them up here right now. I don't know if these gel food colorings go out of date. I couldn't find a date, but I decided that I would kind of corral them in this little pitcher. And then I decided this whole bin just needed a bit of organizing. I had no clue that I bought cupcake liners last year, so now I have double. Those silicone ones, I never reach for them. They're cool, but I never end up using them, so I decided I'm going to go ahead and donate those. And then I just thought I'd show you, this is where I keep my toothpicks. So once I finished that project, then I moved on to my bedroom. So the few things that I needed to do in here were just some general tidying and then working on the tree. So I got my wrapping bin out from underneath the bed and I put the boxes back in it from when I gifted the kids their December 1st gift. And whenever I was under the bed, I found a stuffed animal that we've been looking for. So when you clean, you always find things. I had a few pieces of clothing that needed to be hung up, and from there I moved to working on the tree. I love the ornaments for this tree. Everything that you see here was either thrifted or was a DIY project. Like these little wooden dowel ornaments, I thrifted those and made them into ornaments with some stain and some hooks a few years ago. This tree is meant to be sort of a sparse tree, so I'm going through and I'm fluffing it, but of course it is a skinny tree, so you're going to see the middle, and it's just kind of part of the charm of this little tree, but I really do love it. All right, so once I got all finished, I waited until everything was fluffed and all done, then I started to vacuum the floor. After I got all of the Christmas bins back put away, I pulled out our seasonal book bin. We said goodbye to the fall and Halloween books, and then we pulled out the many, many Christmas books. If you want to know one way that I am making a small decision to simplify the month of December, just something very small, we will not be going to the library this month. Look at all these books. It is going to take us a little while to work through all of these, so we are just going to forego the library for the month of December. Okay, so the benefits of doing a task with a timer are just so good. So not only does it give me the motivation to start a task, but sometimes even if I know I can't finish it in that allotted time, once the timer goes off, if I'm really deep in the task and I'm able to continue and finish, sometimes I will, just because I'm already into it. I'm already on a roll. So we got all the decorating done. We got all of the bins put away. You know, there are still a few home tasks, but I just went room by room, and I started at one end of the house. And if I found something that went to a different room, I would just set it in the doorway to that next area. And I just went, you know, straight through the house. And probably to put everything away and wrap it all up with a bow, it might have taken me 2 hours. I'm not sure. But it feels so good to be done. I think I just can't really enjoy the Christmas season fully in a small house with bins sitting everywhere. So it feels really good to just have them back where they're supposed to be. So after I got all finished, I was ready for a good break. So I sat down with a cup of coffee with a tiny little piece of pie, and I started working on editing my next video. I moved from there to make some taco meat. I always just make my own taco seasoning. I just look up a recipe online, something simple. It's always spices that I already have, and it takes me no time at all just to, you know, measure them out and mix them all together. All right, here, can you stir it around?
Yeah.
Oh, gentle stir. After dinner, I decided to get a shower. Showers by candlelight have just become such a peaceful thing for me in the evenings. And then, I guess maybe it was all the cleaning, but my shoulders were screaming at me. I think I was on the verge of a pinched nerve. So I got an ice pack for my shoulders, I got a heating pad for my back, and I did a little bit of reading and reflecting on the day's Advent verse. And I promptly fell asleep. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one.